If you have family that's stuck in Israel right now, I'm going to provide you with some real useful tips and links where you can get in contact with the U.S. consulate there, give you all the updates. Also, bit of good news. Did you know you can get a 5-year work permit and a 5-year advance parole? I'll tell you all about it. Let's dig in. So U.S. citizens who are currently in Israel, or if you have family members that are there that are stuck, there's a link in the description box below that tells you everything that you currently need to know if you or a loved one is in Israel. These are updated links to the consul office, how to get a passport, how to contact the U.S. consulate in Jerusalem, Tel Aviv. All the information that you might need is right here. It's a good resource and links for services that you might need, how to obtain a passport, how to contact the consulate if you're looking for a loved one in Israel, etc. All of that information is here for you folks. All right, some really good news. USCIS is issuing 5-year work permits and 5-year advance paroles. This is a game changer, folks. Advanced parole is when you want to travel outside of the U.S. It allows you to re-enter legally into the U.S. So generally, if you have an adjustment of status that's pending based on a family-based petition or an employment-based petition, sometimes it could take a very long time to be adjudicated. So any work permit that's going to be issued in connection with the I-45 now, it's going to be issued for 5 years. Also travel, which is advanced parole, is going to be issued for 5 years. So generally, during the duration of your adjustment of status, you're going to be able to work and you're going to be able to travel without limitation. This is great news, folks. All right, another bit of good news. Let's say you're here in the United States. You've already got a visa stamp in your passport abroad at the U.S. consulate. State Department is starting a pilot program. You're going to be able to get the stamp extended in your passport without traveling or without sending your passport abroad to the U.S. consulate. You're going to be able to do it right here in the U.S. It's going to be limited to principal H-1B holders, and it's available for India. That is huge, folks, because as we know, really difficult to get visas issued at the U.S. consulate in India. So if you're looking for a renewal, you can do it right here in the U.S. You can save yourself the time, the money, the travel, the angst, right? And you're able to get that H. It's going to start in 2024, early 2024. I would say probably sometime in March, once they roll out the kinks, get everything squared away. And that's fantastic news. All right, new parole program for Ecuadorians. It's the Family Reunification Program. So what that is, and let's not confuse them, I'll talk about the other humanitarian parole, but for the family reunification parole, if you have a family preference case that is approved in the U.S. and you want your family member who's going to be the beneficiary to come to the U.S., if the I-130 is approved, they can get paroled and come to the U.S. Currently, this program is available for individuals from Colombia, Cuba, El Salvador, Guatemala, Haiti, or Honduras. And again, not to confuse this with the humanitarian parole program, which we'll talk about next, but basically this is for family reunification. Those family members will be paroled into the U.S. They can get a work permit in the U.S. while they're waiting for the visa to become current. All right, so instead of waiting abroad, they're now in the U.S. and they can start work and start their life here before they change status to the green card. The humanitarian parole program is a little bit different, right? So Afghans and Ukrainians are the principal beneficiaries of this because currently there's war. So they can come to the U.S. on a humanitarian parole. They come and they're able to work immediately. With the actual approval of the parole, it issues authorization to work. The reason they're able to work immediately is because Congress signed legislation to allow the Ukrainians and the Afghans to come to the U.S. The other humanitarian parole program, which is the same, it works the same, it was announced by the Biden administration. So it's an executive order. It doesn't allow for work authorization immediately. You have to come to the U.S., be paroled, and then you have to apply for I-765 work authorization. The countries that are eligible for this, for the humanitarian program, are Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela. So this is just great news on the parole program. Hey, YouTube family and GN subs, thanks so much for watching GrayLaw TV. Click below, like and subscribe. Go to my playlists, go to my frequently asked questions, get good content. Find out how to file your case, mock interviews, etc. Good stuff in there. Hey, you can always get me at hrg@graylaw.com, and we'll see you next time.